Welcome to No Things Considered. My name is Tim Young. Let's get to the news of the day, but before we do, share it with your friends because it's going to be a good one, and we want to get as many people watching as possible. So thank you guys for watching so far. Let's share it right now, and let's get to the news. Starting off with President Emmanuel Macron visiting the White House today. He sat down with Donald Trump, and well, a lot of good stuff happened. First of all, there was this instance when the president called out a reporter for a stupid question.
Mr. President, what about Michael Cohen? Are you considering
thank you very much. Stupid question. Go ahead. Anybody?
That face, look at By the way, that was a stupid question. And then there was this moment when Donald Trump said, hey, we've been in front of the media enough, and pulled President Macron away from the American press.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can't get enough of that. Show it again.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was like, guys, show's over. Let's get out of here, buddy. Gotta absolutely love that. The New York Times dropping a study today that says that the reason Trump won and why people voted for him was because white men are worried about losing their status in society. Apparently, the only person they asked in this study was Hillary Clinton, who screamed misogynist, sexist, racist, homophobic, Islamophobic, and a bunch of stuff about Comey and emails. So, same thing we've been hearing the entire time since during the election. Absolutely ridiculous. Social Media Week kicking off in New York City, and as I said yesterday on the show, it's shocking to people who live in the bubble that we can get along. Here's a quote that they put on the wall, or on the projectors rather, at Social Media Week, saying America may be more divided now than any time since the Civil War. See, they actually expect us to be wanting to kill each other because we have differences in opinion. That is absolutely ridiculous, and that is something that comes from the whining loser side of the 2016 election. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. We actually do get along. People don't hate each other that much. Just people who are privileged and in these bubble areas. In flyover country, life continues as normal. We disagree about things and we all can get along. It's absolutely ridiculous. This is an interesting flyer that showed up on a lot of colleges' campuses recently. This has been circulating on social media. If you take a look at it, it says Jake was drunk, Josie was drunk, Jake and Josie hooked up, Josie could not consent. So of course, the next day, Jake was charged with rape. Here's a fun fact about that. You guys know that I went to law school and I've studied a lot of this stuff, and criminal law is a big part of that. If both parties are drunk, neither can consent, or they're both in the same pile. So actually, this could go either way. Josie could have been the one who was charged with rape because Jake also could not consent if he was drunk. So this is just a sexist flyer if you really think about it. And it says that women can't think for themselves and they're not strong enough in a situation where they're equal with men, which is where she was in that position. Ugh, this whole thing is just gross and misrepresenting a situation. Terrible. The royal family, of course, welcoming a new baby to the family. I like saying family twice in a sentence. By the way, if they don't name it Muhammad, they don't have a name for it yet. They're completely Islamophobic. And by the way, they've also assigned it a gender. So that's a few other phobics that you can throw in there. Absolutely terrible, huh? These people, they are not being as PC as they're supposed to be. In American news, a Texas man was arrested for stealing $1.2 million worth of fajitas from a juvenile detention center. Ay, Dios mío. Here's the story. So, this guy was in charge of ordering the food for the juvenile detention center, and over a 9-year period ordered fajitas to the tune of $1.2 million, which he ran a business off of selling fajitas outside of the juvenile detention center. Problem was, the detention center never served fajitas to the kids. So when an 800-pound order came in at one point at the beginning of a week, well, people were like, wait a second, we didn't order this. Who ordered it? And it ended up being this fella who had a successful business. He's going to have to pay back all that money. And I couldn't imagine what person would have enjoyed any of that $1.2 million of juvenile detention center fajitas. But apparently it was a pretty decent business. He is going to be in jail now for 50 years. 50 years! That's what $1.2 million of fajitas will get you. And finally tonight, I want to share with you, sometimes the internet comes up with a meme that you just think is hilarious. And this is a picture the other day from Barbara Bush's funeral, a very, very sad event. And we're also praying for George H.W. Bush right now, who we hear is in intensive care right now. We're hoping for his recovery. It's been a very sad week for the Bush family. But out of all of that, this picture came, and someone online memed it and said, the new X-Men movie looks dope. That is, I'll give it to him. In a very sad situation, that's pretty funny. Guys, that's it for No Things Considered tonight. Thank you guys for watching. We're here every night of the week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you like the show, click the like button, click the heart button, click the smiley face button, share it with your friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night.